Welcome back. Do you have a hard time listening to your body and following what it's telling you? I'll give you an example, and I was inspired to make this today because it's something I'm struggling with today. And one of my intentions with this channel is to show up fully authentically. I don't feel great every day. I talk about all the things conceptually and real life, what can help us shift and feel better, but it takes so much practice, consistent daily practice. And I, like everyone else, have my struggles where my mind, my ego decides it wants to get something done. And the example today was my yard. So we had to remove a really big cottonwood tree. It was super sad because it was a beautiful tree, but it was taking over everything and intruding into areas that were causing some damage. So removing the tree doesn't take care of the problem. The tree got removed, the roots got removed, and it still wants to grow. I mean, this tree wants to live, and the sprouts just keep showing up, and if you don't keep up with it can overtake again. So I've recognized that this is so ego driven for me. It's all in my head. I mean, yes, there are some real consequences to attend to down the road if I don't have some what I might call motivation, not so much inspiration. I've been motivated, and the energy of motivation is where I find myself pushing myself too far. I didn't check in with my energy first with regard to going out there, and I have my little routine down. I have my bucket and I have my little weed tool, best little tool. It's got these little prongs on it. It's like a fork, a 2-prong fork. And I remove the little sprouts. And you wouldn't think that would cause a lot of exertion, right? You're bending down, a little bit of force sometimes to dig it up, but not really a lot. Well, I'd already taken a walk. It's probably a 20-25 minute walk around my neighborhood. And I think my body was not having enough energy to do both of those things. But I didn't recognize any signs. I was driven by my mind, thinking, oh, it's going to get hot pretty soon. I better get it done because it's miserable to be out there in the heat. And didn't even check in or tune in at all. Well, I got done in the middle of that task, and it wasn't very long. I didn't even spend that much time out there. I felt completely exhausted. And so I came back in and felt like I had no other option but to recline back on my couch. I actually tuned into a meditation. Sometimes it's hard to just sit there with your thoughts, right? I'm sure a lot of us struggle with that in the quiet. I'm a really big fan of Joe Dispenza, and his meditations are amazing. Helps you get connected with your heart. It takes you out of your body. It literally takes you into conceptualizing space. And yeah, if you're at all interested in learning more about his meditations and how they help people transform, there's information on YouTube, and he's got books, and he has a whole website. You can purchase meditations, but there's some you can try for free on YouTube. And so just sat to do that and felt a lot better after I did that. Now, I could have just pushed through and ignored the signs of exhaustion. Eventually, and I've had this happen because I had adrenal fatigue many years ago, you literally get so depleted, you can't do anymore. And I know full well what that's like, and it was a really hard time, and I don't want to get back to that point. So, one of my main points of this video is that the body will tell you. If you keep ignoring the signs and the cues, it will get louder. You may have noticed this, or maybe not, but if you're starting to feel some signs of being tired, and I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going there about any kind of medical advice, but I'm just directly speaking from my own personal experience. Honor your body. Without our body, we have nothing as far as being on the earth in this physical experience. And I now have a knowing that that's not everything. But to neglect my body, certainly for my mind, so I can get things done, wow, I know that's not why I'm here. And I know that that's why I've been shown this in my past, in my present. And as hard as it can be to just sit down and quote, like, do nothing, doing nothing is doing something. Getting connected is doing something so significant. Even if you sit down and take some breaths, breathing in through your nose is tremendously helpful for your body. Really allow the breath to get in, fill your abdomen, and it'll go into your lungs. Help your body. Take care of your body. It will serve you well. And learn what you can and need to learn about calming the mind, that the mind, when it runs the show 24/7, that's why we're struggling. That's why we're suffering. Even everything physical has to do with our perception from the mind and the reality that we have created. Joe Dispenza does a phenomenal job explaining all this. It was life-changing for me when I first heard about it. So I've been inspired to really get more committed to doing a daily practice of meditation, particularly with his meditations. So I just wanted to share all that. Again, I'm just showing up authentically, my struggles. I'm not having a perfect day, but I'm here. I'm so grateful to be here. Grateful to be able to express, share my story in the hopes that it will be beneficial for someone else to hear, because we're not alone. Promise you're not alone. Feel free to comment, reach out with any questions you may have, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye-bye for now.